Technically, yeah. Hi, Queen. Hi, guys. Woo! I know it's been a while. I haven't been going live as much as I usually do, but I'm happy to see you guys today. On this fine Monday or probably Sunday night for a lot of you. Oh, I missed you guys. How are you guys doing? How are my straws doing? My strawberry shortcake family. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm having fun. I'm having fun like posting recently. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting more into like a fun vibe. It's 111. I just posted a video literally about 111. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why am I like nervous? I feel like I haven't been live in so long. It's probably only been like a week though. Okay guys, so I am doing paid readings today. So if you'd like oh shit, I have to get my other phone. Okay, so if you would like to get on my list, I have $35 readings, which is just tarot, and then I have $55 readings, which is oracle and tarot. So whichever one you'd like to get, you can click on the link on my page. You'll click on my website, and then on my website, there'll be an option that says support me, and through that, you'll click that, and you'll be able to type in either 35 or 55, depending on whichever one you'd like. But hold on, I have to go grab my phone really quick. Okay. We back. Okay, if anyone is new in here, I am doing paid readings. Okay, I need some mods. I need my mods. Where are my mods in here? I am doing paid readings, guys. So if you'd like to get on my list, you can get a 6 to 8 card tarot poll, and you can ask one question, whatever you'd like, with either option. So I have a $35 option, which is just tarot, and then I have a $55 option, which is oracle and tarot. And it's... Wait, is this the fairy? Sorry, okay, I'm getting distracted. And if you would like to get on my list, like the $55 reading is more in depth. So it's longer and I use more cards as well. So if you want to get on my list, you click on the link on my page and then you'll click on my website. And then through my website, there'll be an option that says support me. And then you will be able to type in either 35 or 55. Thank you guys. I love you guys. The sun is out because I'm in Bali, guys. I live in Bali. Yeah. We in Bali. I love you guys. Who wants to be a mod? We need some mods in here. Alondra! Hi, Queen! Okay, I really gotta trust you. I gotta feel the good vibes if you want to be a mod. I heard that the food is real there. If you're from America, that's so funny you said that. Hi, Raven. Okay, we'll do this here. Okay. Mod, who wants to be mod, guys? Hi, Aaliyah. Hey, Queen. I got a reading from you like 2 weeks ago and it was perfect. It played out nicely in real life. I'm so happy to hear that. How are you doing, Aaliyah? I'm so good. Yay! I'm doing really good too. Like, have something cute I want to tell you guys, but I'm not going to tell you. Oh my god, yay! Okay, I think the mods are good because we don't have any too crazy people in here, so that's really good. Okay, again, so if you guys would like to get on my list, you can get a 6 to 8 card tarot pull with just tarot for $35 or an in-depth reading with oracle and tarot for $55. So my list is open and we'll just chill out until we get some clients. I literally wish I would play music, but I can't play music because then it's going to get copyrighted and I can't upload it. Can one of my mods type out the, like, paid reading 35 and 55 link in bio to pay so I can pin it? Oh, hi, Denise. I am doing really good. Hey, name twin. Leelu. Okay, we've got some mods coming in here. Okay, someone just bought a reading. Okay, Legan. Starting off our list with Legan. Okay, Legan. I'm just gonna get right into it. So when I do this reading, guys, if you want to see what my reading style is like what it is like to get a reading with me, you can just stick around and watch this reading. So Legan, are you here? I just want to make sure you're here before I jump in. If you guys would like a reading, the link is in the bio. And I do $35 readings and $55 readings. Okay, Legan. Okay, see you. Yeah, let me read your question here. Can I read it out loud or do you want me to keep it private? Yeah, the chat always gets wild up in here, guys. But it's just how it be. Just how it be, though. Oh, okay, so I can read it. Okay, I'm connected with a Cancer male. I won't say his name. We've had our ups and downs, but it finally feels like we're just turning a corner. Just wondering what I'm feeling intuitively about our connection moving forward is real or if I'm being Delulu. Okay. Connection between you and Bro, okay, these comments are distracting. You need to stop watching. The Two of Cups is the first card out, Legan. Yeah, okay. This is really interesting. I think I can understand why you would be a little confused concerning this connection, but also validated at the same time. Like, I can definitely feel that the emotions in this connection are very real and very strong, but this could be something that's moving a little bit slower than what you initially are comfortable with. So before I even pull for the center, your energy is coming out here with the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor. So this actually tells me that your guides are wanting you to reflect right now on how it feels when the connection isn't moving at the pace that you want it to move at. So your energy with the Two of Cups and the Emperor, you may be used to being the person that's like taking the lead, taking the initiative, like calling, texting, making sure that things are happening. But your energy in the past could have been doing that out of a space of fear. So it's like, even though if I'm the feminine energy in the connection, I'm going to lead because I want this outcome and I'm going to make sure that I get this outcome. So with that being said, and the Emperor being upright, you're actually being called to put your masculine energy, like the action-taking energy, towards yourself, like I said, while reflecting and allowing this person to come to you, because this person's energy is coming through Knight of Cups with the Ace of Wands, Six of Swords with the Three of Swords. So it actually feels like there is some kind of mental challenge that this person is overcoming when it comes to giving and connections. So this is maybe the energy of if this person overgave in the past, or they gave too much in a connection and got taken advantage of, like they were giving to something that wasn't giving back to them. So then they have a fear that if they give, the person is going to become codependent on that. That's something that they're healing, and they're moving into a clear state of mind when it comes to that. So when your energy is okay and you're chilling and you're fine and you allow this person to take action on you when they feel it, that's something that's healing for them, because then it doesn't make them give out of obligation. It's like from a space of want. So it actually feels like you guys are both in some way healing a codependent wound. Like your energy is healing from codependency of overgiving, being the action taker, and this person is healing from codependency of giving in a way that feels safe and feels receptive, rather than feeling like they have to give or have to stand up or have to show up in order to be loved or be accepted. So with the Three of Swords upright, there's like active mental heartbreak for this person when it comes to the past. So hold on, let me pull for the center now that I've read this. But it's coming through really good. Like, I really love the energy. And I think that it's really good for you to recognize that if you feel a little bit nervous, I actually want you to lean into that, because I think this is going to be a connection where if you feel nervous and then you allow this person to come to you, your energy might be like, oh my gosh, like I'm taking time for myself. This person isn't gonna, like, they're gonna leave. Like they're not gonna love me because I'm not constantly giving to them. And it's actually the opposite. It's actually like when you set boundaries and you don't constantly chase them, they're like, oh, whew, I can breathe. I can actually show up authentically. And then they'll still message you and they'll still talk to you. And then you'll be validated in the fact that you don't have to always give to receive. So it does feel like a really like balancing out that's happening within this connection right now. I'm just going to pull for the center here. Girl, the star! The star is coming out in the center. Yes, I did just get your payment, Van. Thank you. You will be next. So the star is all about healing, but healing takes time, right? So the star is not a fast moving card. And something I noticed here is that there's goldfish. So goldfish literally forget in like 5 seconds or something. So with this being in the center, you're actually being called to recognize when you have fears that are controlling your actions, consciously recognize that and choose to let it go. Choose to release, choose to forget that. That's going to help you come forward in this connection, come together in this connection. So there is emotional illusions being cleared out here, but I really love the vibe. And I think that there's no need for you to like rush this or push forward. Allow it to go with the flow, and any feelings you have are definitely valid. You guys definitely have feelings for each other. It's just moving slowly. And we're both coming out of divorces. That makes so much sense. Yeah, this has been challenging, but I feel like we're both growing and releasing old patterns. You definitely are. I'm proud of you, girl. You're doing amazing. I'm happy for you. Okay, so that was your reading, Legan. I'm so happy it resonated. Okay. Next person is Van. And then we have Leelu. Okay, so Van. Girl, let me mod because people are so weird. Girl, of course you can mod. Here you go, girl. I know. Guys, when I'm reading, I just block out the comments. I don't even look at them. Do you ever get clients where the reading just doesn't resonate? I'm actually going to answer that. So I've actually only ever had like 2 people my whole career where they were like, oh, that doesn't resonate. And I think that the reason it doesn't is because they don't want to hear what I have to say. But yeah, that does not happen very often, like ever. I'm good at my job and I can confidently say that. Great, another mod to kick me out. Well, yes, Terry. Yeah. Yes. Go cry about it. Okay, Van. All right, love, I have your question. Just send me a message here so I can make sure that you're here. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, Terry, go cry about it. Go sit in the corner and look at what you've done. Think about what you've done. Okay, Van. Can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Soft. Thank you for being grateful. I appreciate that. Also, guys, so I have 2 people on my list. If you'd like to get on my list. Yes, okay, I see you, Van. If you'd like to get on my list, I have $35 readings, which is just tarot. And then I have $55 readings, which is in-depth with Oracle and tarot. So depending on which one you'd like, you can click on the link in my bio, click on my website, and then you there'll be an option that says support me, and then you'll be able to type in either 35 or 55. You can send your question with the payment, or you can ask it when it's your turn. So it's totally up to you. Okay, I'd like some clarity on my friendship. We dated for a bit, still have feelings for each other, but I'm really sorry. Currently no contact. Congratulations. Congratulations on sobriety. I'm so proud of you. Hobby / okay. Okay, so these are just one question. So I'm going to focus on the friendship you're talking about. But if you'd like me to read like about the career, then you're gonna have to get another reading because these are just like one question, one payment for one question. Okay, so I just want to know, do you want me to do a connection reading or would you like me to see how this person feels about you? Which one do you want? A connection reading is more so like, what is the lesson that you guys are mirroring to each other? I'm wondering if I could cancel our tarot appointment. I got to get a question now instead. So I actually don't do refunds on cancellations. Yeah, I don't do refunds on cancellations. If you get the email that I sent you with it, you'll see like I don't offer refunds on cancellations. Yeah, of course. Okay, connection probably. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, you're doing so good. I'm like literally so proud of you. Holy shit. This is immediately like, before I even pull on this person's energy, I think that this connection you have guilt about it. There's some kind of guilt that you have about this connection. So this is like, whether you weren't able to be emotionally present, maybe you received more than you gave. Thank you, Leelu. But there is something here about you're actually doing something about your anxiety. So there's just this energy here of recognizing maybe ways you could have shown up better or ways you could have been better to yourself, whether the guilt is about how you treated yourself or the other person. This is definitely a connection that mirrors to you, a version of you that you're maybe not super proud of. How you're dealing with this is the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Cups with the Nine of Swords sideways. This is like, what is my fear and how can I comfort myself? How can I heal that? How can I show up for myself in a better way that's going to make me embrace myself instead of hiding from what could happen or who I used to be? So I just have to say your energy towards the reflection of this connection is coming out so good and you should genuinely be so proud of yourself. I'm going to pull on this person's side now. Whoa, that is so interesting. You guys are coming out as the King and Queen of Cups. Whoa. This is way different. Oh my God. Okay, this is giving like karmic connection. This is giving, the reason I felt called to say, hello, life's good. Sameda, I know that's you. Hey, girl. King of Cups upright, Eight of Pentacles. This is amazing energy. This person is actually still coming through as a Queen of Cups in the reverse position. So this is not a match. I wouldn't be surprised if in the past it could have been this. this person maybe overgave to you and maybe you were the person to over-receive. So like I said, maybe you weren't as present as you'd like to be, you couldn't give as much as you wanted to be. But regardless, this is somebody that's codependent on like being needed or being given to, and this is a person that's codependent on giving. So with you being upright, you are giving to yourself what you maybe once got from this person and working through some fears. This person's energy, I'm going to be so honest, there's a lot of emotional frustration. And I think it's really coming from the space of them not wanting to go out of like their traditional idea of what they feel the connection was. So the Hierophant is in the reverse, mirroring the world reverse with the moon reverse. So this is 3 major arcana cards coming through in the subconscious part of the reading, which tells me that there is a really big vibe here of this person feeling like whatever this connection was, it was really serious, it was really important to them. However it ended, there could even be like an idolization in Queen of Cups reverse is like, you need to apologize, or you need to come to me, you need to show up to me. But even if that is true and this person does deserve an apology from you, there isn't any emotional accountability in the fact that they were abandoning themselves in the connection. So like that's what I'm saying here is there is just like an unequal, your energy is like, okay, I can see how maybe I messed up. I can see how maybe I wasn't who I wanted to be. And this person's energy is like, yeah. Instead of like, I really appreciate that apology, but like I also do take accountability in the fact that I was overgiving and I was abandoning myself. So the 2 of Swords is in the upright position, which kind of feels like there might be a part of them that recognizes it, but there's also a part of them that isn't fully like stepping into that truth. So it's more so coming through as frustration. In the center, I pulled the 3 of Pentacles in the reversed, which tells me that this just straight up is a connection where you guys weren't able to work together. Like there wasn't a collaborative energy. It was either like one person's over giving, one person's over receiving, instead of like, let's actually work together. Let's heal this together as a team. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Death with the 5 of Cups reversed. So I kind of feel with the current energy, this right now, the purpose for you just feels like something that your guides are wanting you to reflect on, because this is you were an old version of yourself in this connection. And if this is coming up for you and you're thinking about this person, it could just literally be a judgment call to say, look who you used to be and look who you are now. Use this as a mirror, use this as a connection mirror to know that you're not that same person. And also recognize what you didn't like about this person or what you did like about this person, and continue to embody that within yourself so you can use it as an emotional compass moving forward. So that's a really big thing, but this doesn't feel like something that's like coming together or meant to come together again. But even if it was, if you wanted to apologize to this person or something on your own terms, like just for you, I wouldn't expect anything from that. But I would make sure that you do it for you. But with your energy, like I really have no doubt in my mind that if you did apologize or you did reach out to this person, it would be to ease your own mind, and it wouldn't be coming from a space of codependency. So that's like the vibe. That's the vibe of this connection I'm getting. This was huge emotional lesson here concerning codependency. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Van. Please let me know if that resonated for you. Okay, we also have Anetta. Thank you, this helps a lot. I'm so glad it helps. Okay, let's see. You should be so proud of yourself. Denise got a in-depth reading. And Narcine. 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 My like dyslexic ass. Okay. So next on my list is Leelu. Leelu, hey queen. Do I send payment through tips? Yes, you do. Aw, thank you, Aaliyah, for getting a reading. Just checking on my cat. You can read my question. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. My favorite color is pink, probably. I have a lot of favorite colors though, but pink is my favorite. Okay, I'm so confused by the energy between me and this Taurus man. Girl, don't even get me started with Taurus men. I work with him and our energy either flows and feels so Pisces or like a brick wall. I just want to know how he feels about me just in general. Okay, can I get his name or the first letter of his name? Whatever you're comfortable sharing. Again, if anyone's in here, even if you don't buy a reading from me and the question is how are they feeling, it could still resonate for you if you feel it. So stick around even if you don't want to buy a reading. First name starts with P. Okay. Oh my God, these comments. Ooh. Okay. Let's go here. Priscilla. Oh, sent over PayPal. Oh my God, cute. Okay, there's definitely crush vibes going on here. It's really interesting though, because this person is coming through as the King of Wands and you're coming through as the Queen of Cups. So your energy right now feels equally devoted to yourself as well to your future and your possibilities in your future. So this person's energy is actually maybe recognizes that you're more emotionally available than them. I don't know, this is something about your character. In this card, like the Queen of Cups, she's literally going like this. Like she has her arms out and it's reaching towards the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, and then also the Three of Wands, which is future action taking energy. So your vibe right now is giving, I'm going to do myself. I'm just going to do me. But also if you want to be part of my future, I'm not going to chase you. Like that's how this person is perceiving your energy. King of Wands, you definitely make them feel confident and it's giving me like a flirty vibe. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys, like you said, Pisces vibes, crush energy, flirty. But the King of Wands seeing the Queen of Cups, it's like you're more emotional. You want something emotional. And it's not that he doesn't want that. It's like he doesn't know how to do that. It's out of his comfort zone. This is somebody that's like very much like confident, maybe has dealt with people that come up to them or ask for them or like take the initiative. And this is the type of vibe where it's like if you want something emotional, that's uncharted territory. Bro. Yeah. Is this him? Your energy is so stable to this person. This person sees you as really stable. Like they don't see you as like overly emotional or codependent. He's definitely not emotionally available, LMAO. It's not, to me, it's not giving emotionally unavailable. It's giving emotionally stunted. Like, I don't know this word. The word I want to use isn't, I don't think it would be appropriate, but like, it's not like, oh, I don't want to be, like, emotionally unavailable to me is like, fuck that, I don't want emotions. Emotionally, like, stunted, I guess is what I want to say, is more so like, I want something emotional, but it's uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how to do that. It's rather than, like, an avoidance, it's more like, what do I do? Like, how do I do that? So they're also coming through as the King of Pentacles in the reverse position, which that is definitely an energy of somebody that maybe focuses more on the practicality of life rather than the emotion and how they feel. So that's actually mirroring the Three of Pentacles. And it feels like right now, this person's idea, and literally you saying they're a Taurus, this is so Taurus energy. King of Pentacles reversed, overly focuses on the material world, Three of Pentacles, an energy of working together. So as long as you guys are like flirting, being cute, being silly, this person's energy is kind of like, I'm going to get a 5-year plan. And once I feel confident in like my finances or my work or in whatever physicality, like idolization he has for himself, then I'll take action. So it's that aspect is that's an emotionally unavailable perspective, because it's like, I'll be emotional when I feel good and when I feel confident in the physical world, instead of actively working on it in the present moment. The Three of Wands, though, is out here with the Wheel of Fortune. So that does tell me that I do feel like you guys are meant to have some kind of experience together, and it's something that's going to unfold naturally. So the King of Wands with the Three of Pentacles, there is a crush. There is like a want to work together, but it's not necessarily super grounded in emotion right now. Your advice for this, especially with the King of Pentacles reversed, even outside of his energy, just make sure that you are not overgiving to the idolization of what this could be, and you're focusing on what it is. So just make sure that you're not emotionally investing into something that's not happening. You know, so if he's not actively showing up for you or actively giving to you, just make sure you're not like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, I'm so excited about this. And you're more so like, this is fun, this is playful, but I'm not gonna emotionally invest into something that isn't showing me that it's stable. So that could have been a pattern for you in the past, because that is like the father wound card. So take that however it resonates. My Neptune opposite moon feels called out. So true. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad it resonates for you. So it's a pattern though, but honestly, when I'm reading your energy, you're not the Queen of Cups reversed anymore. You maybe were at one point. So it's just a habit. It's maybe a habit for you to idolize something. It's a habit for you to fall in love with something that's not actually happening, but it's not something that you are anymore. Like, you're not embodying it. So it's just a mindset that you need to practice with this connection. Regardless, I do think this is something that can help you grow, and it does feel like something that's going to like move slow as well. So that is what I'm getting for you, Leelu. Oh wait, actually, you got a $50 reading. Let me get more. I didn't even use my oracle. I mean, I got the message, but I guess let's go deeper. Yeah, I'll use my Mystic Martians here. Thank you, Queen. You're so welcome. I'm just going to get 3 cards from this oracle deck. Bro, this is literally what I'm saying. Look at this. This is the card of like, if I'm asking for too much, then go find less. That's literally the energy of this card. This is like, I'm not afraid to have boundaries. I'm not afraid to stand up. So this is the energy that you're now embodying with the Queen of Cups. I'll value my emotions, and I'll show up from a space of knowing how I want to feel. And then MIB reversed on the bottom. This is about healthy relationships. So this is you actively recognizing what is a healthy relationship and how can I contribute to that dynamic by not overgiving, not fantasizing, and being grounded. Also not acting out of fear as well. This feels like an infancy stage for you. That's what it is here. It's almost like a test. Oh my god, why is there some sexy energy here? Nagos is coming through. This is in the upright. Where's he at with this? Be real, where's he at? Okay, so I'm pulling for his energy from this, and again, this feels like a growing moment for you. I'm really lessening my codependent grip. Yeah, I really feel that. You're doing a great job with that. And you're in the space right now where you're saying, I see the pattern. What am I going to do? That's your energy right now. I can feel it so clearly. It's like, this person is mirroring to me some kind of pattern. I see it. How am I going to move forward? And that's helping you trust yourself more. But then his energy, it's coming through with Nagos in the reverse position. This is a card about the lower 3 chakras, you know, which is directly related to your childhood. It's related to your emotional availability towards yourself, your sense of safety towards yourself, and your sense of confidence. So that does tell me right now that, again, this person gets all of those 3 things externally. So there could be an energy of fearing real vulnerability or either avoidance or codependency in their energy as well. But again, that doesn't mean that they can't grow. It just means that any opportunity that they're going to have from growth is going to come from the mirror of you standing in your power. So it's like, I'm going to stand true to what I want. And if he wants to rise to meet that, amazing. If he doesn't, I'll just take a step away. So like that's the kind of vibe here that you're showing up for yourself, is saying like, I'm not going to overgive to something that's not real, that's not showing up for me. And his energy is, will he grow, will he not? It's that's free will. It's really up to him. Okay, Aaliyah, I just got your payment. I'm so used to combusting and now switching to try to conserve my energy as well. It's so different. Truly felt good. I'm really happy you resonated with it. But really, you're doing so well. You're doing so well. So just stay observant, stay conscious. That's your biggest advice right now. Lily. Okay, so that is your reading, Leelu. Let me put a heart by your name here. Okay, next on my list, let me see. Next on my list is Anetta, and then Denise, and then Narcine, and then Priscilla, and then Aaliyah. So Anetta is next. Oh, we got someone else just got a reading. And Sameda, hello queen. This is my reoccurring client. Love. Love. Okay, Anetta, are you here? Is it a new moon today? Is it? I had no idea. I'm here. Okay. Can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Oh, it feels so good to go live with you guys. Missed you guys. Yes, go for it. Okay. Hi, girly. Hope you're good. I am good. Thank you. You can read this question out loud. Oh, you literally said it in the thing. I should have just read it. I had a reading with you last month about this guy I'm dating, and I'm starting to really like him and can see this becoming something serious. I wanted to see how he's feeling about me. He's a Capricorn moon. Okay, so I'm going to understand him is what you're saying, because same. If we're on the same page. Okay. Okay, can I just get his name or the first letter of his name? That is all I need. I don't have a boyfriend, but I am talking to somebody. Hopefully. I am ignoring the creepy men. First letter is S. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm changing my style here. Whoa, okay. Interesting. You guys are on the same page, but there is some fear here, and obviously you're experiencing some fear as well. I think this is your energy. Okay, so something that I'm getting is immediately on the left side. Whenever I read the left side, it's like how somebody is feeling rather than how they're taking action on those feelings. So when I'm reading the left side of this, we have the Fool with the World, which tells me that person is in the energy of saying, this is scary, I'm not comfortable with this is helping me grow, but I'm gonna jump into this new beginning. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna do my best. You're also coming through here as the Queen of Pentacles upright, being clarified by the Hanged Man in the reverse position. And then on the right side, again, this goes with what I'm about to say, 9 of Pentacles reversed with the 4 of Wands. So this is somebody that could have in the past more so looked at what a relationship looks like rather than what it feels like. And you are actually challenging that. So you being the Queen of Pentacles, you're somebody that is like grounded, stable. This is a mothering card for me. But if you think of a healthy mother, I always like to use the example of like a healthy mother is not a mother that's going to enable you, but she is going to tell you the truth with love. So with you coming through as a Queen of Pentacles, that means you maybe are self-respecting, like you'll show up for yourself, you'll set boundaries, you're not going to overgive. And then that in the bottom with the Hanged Man reverse, it's mirroring to this person a sacrifice that they need to let go of when it comes to just being emotionally present in connections. So like I said, there's this energy of like, I have to look this certain way. I have to act this certain way. I have to show up in this certain way, instead of just saying, oh, this feels good, let me follow that. Like that is something that this person has a hard time doing in this connection. It's something that they're like really holding on to, but trying to let go of. What I do like is that the 4 of Pentacles is on the top, which tells me they recognize that there is some kind of codependency or like something that they're holding on to really tightly, something that they're trying to protect, which could literally be their heart, which is heart helping them like not open up. And then, but in the subconscious part of the reading, we have the Page of Swords upright. So this tells me that there is active energy of this person trying to understand their patterns and trying to say like, how can I show up differently? Like, how can I embrace myself more often, lean more into faith? And the Page of Swords is mirroring the World, and the World literally has this big moon on it. So there is something here about this person recognizing that this is something that's helping them grow, and it could be related to a mother wound, where it's like they don't just receive from you. Having your energy actually requires them to be more creative within how they show up, and being creative is embracing your feminine energy, and it's going with the flow instead of being too structured. So then on the bottom, we do have the 10 of Pentacles, which is long-term energy. So this person does see something long-term with you, but then the Tower reversed with the 3 of Swords. So again, there is just this energy of like, because I see something long-term with you, I'm afraid I'm going to fuck it up. And I'm afraid that I'm going to do something wrong and I'm going to end up hurt, or I'm going to end up hurting you. So my actions are coming from like consistently trying to avert disaster instead of just being authentic. So yes, their heart is in the right place. Their actions are trying to catch up with how they feel. And it's not something that's easy for them, but it is something that they're working on. So my best advice for you is just like, keep doing you. You know what I mean? Keep doing you. Like if this person has any insecurities, especially if it's coming from a mother wound, then they're learning to validate themselves, and they could validate themselves by communicating to you any fears that they have to lessen the fear. So to literally say, hey, like I was in this past connection, or I grew up like this. This is really hard for me. This is really scary for me. And just them being vulnerable, you'd be able to respond and validate and be like, oh, I completely understand. Like, no rush. I'm happy that we're here together. And then they're going to be like, whoa, my God, I feel so much better, because they validated themselves by communicating to you. So there's nothing you really need to do besides just hold your standard, be who you are, and give to the connection in the way that feels best for you. So that's what I'm getting for you, Anetta. Whew, oh my gosh, I like blacked out during that one. I was definitely channeling hard during that one. If anyone would like to get on my list to get a reading, I have $35 readings, and then which is just tarot, and then I have $55 readings, which is oracle and tarot, and they're in-depth readings. So if you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, link on my bio, and then you'll click on my website, and there'll be an option that says support me, and then you can click that and type either 35 or 55 depending on which reading you'd like. Okay, next on my list is, I believe, Narcine. I would love to know how that resonated for you, Anetta. Okay. No. Denise is next, actually. Denise, and then Narcine, and then Priscilla, and then Aaliyah. Thank you so much. I can feel the fear on both sides for sure. It really resonates. Good. I'm glad it resonates. Hey, girl. Okay, Narcine, you're after Denise. Denise is first. I'm from Bali. I live in Bali. I'm from America, though. Exciting! I'm so glad you're excited. Okay, can I read this out loud? Or do you want me to keep it private? Okay, let's do it. Hey, beautiful soul. Hey, queen. I have a question about my life purpose, career-oriented. I have a feeling my voice is super important. I know people listen to me. People be nosy when I speak. Am I meant to be seen, creative, intellectual, a boss? I just don't know, and could use some insight on the insight on the vibe. Please help. I love you so much. I love you. Okay, I really love this question. Let me think which deck I want to use for this. Okay, I'm going to use my Mystic Martians. I'm going to follow it with my astrological deck. This is definitely going to tell me here. Yeah, definitely. Interesting. Yes. Okay, so the three cards that I have first is water. And then we have Gray's Short in the reverse position. This card, when it's reversed, literally talks about empowered. Literally, I want to read what it says on the book, because it's so exactly what we're saying. It literally empowered, understood, valued, speaking up, building confidence. That's literally what this card means when it's in the reverse position. That's being followed by crop circles in the upright, which is a card about social media. Like, so this is about emails, texts, anything social media related. The reason you are meant to be heard is not just because of what you say. It's because what you say is directly related to your heart chakra. So this could be emotional intelligence. This could just be what you say, you mean what you say, or you're very honest, but it has something to do with a perspective that you have. Like, you could say the same thing as someone else, but the way that you're going to say it is going to convey a lot more emotional stability or emotional presence than maybe somebody else would say it. So it's how you say things, the perspective that you have is meant to be heard. I'm going to clarify the crop circles because this is literally a card of social media. So this means that you may be somebody that's meant to post channeled messages. Maybe you're meant to post videos of you talking. Maybe you're meant to have a podcast. But there is something here about you actually embracing that, like putting that out there, especially if it's something that you enjoy doing. 7, 8, 9. We have 2 9 cards out here as well. Gray's Short is 9 and crop circles is 27, which is also 9. So there's a really big energy here that you're closing out a karmic cycle of maybe not feeling worthy, or maybe feeling like you're being delusional about this being something that's actually possible for you. So you're going to connect more to messages the more you expand and share it with others. So it's like when you get validation on how special your words are. So it's like you post something and it goes viral, you post something and it does well, or you get somebody that's like, wow, I really resonate with this. That's actually going to expand your ability to receive more messages. So your guides are actually wanting you to lean into this, because the more you lean into it and practice it, the more you're going to be able to expand on how it is that you're helping people with this. It's like this used to be uncomfortable for you, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore. Now it's like you're comfortable in this. You see this within yourself. So your guides are like, share it now. But maybe in the past, it wasn't something that was easy for you to share. You're like ready to take that next step though. And then water is being clarified by, so water, obviously, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is also 40. 4 is the 4th house, which is Cancer, which is the card about like home and stability and comfort. And then we have Cancer, literally clarifying this card with Taurus on the bottom. This is interesting. Career-wise, I think you're somebody that's meant to have like a flowing, easy career. I don't know if you have like a 9 to 5, but you don't feel like a person that's like, your soul is like, no, that's not meant for me. Like I'm not meant to work a 9 to 5 kind of job. Taurus and Cancer are both comfort. They love luxury, they love food, they love laying in bed, they love sleeping. So there is something here about like you are someone that expresses comfort, but it's also, again, with the social media card, you might actually have a lifestyle once you start building this that mirrors to other people that you can. It's like I'm going to use myself as an example. People are like, oh, like she lives in Bali and she can work when she wants. Like she has her own business. She can work whenever she wants. People may look at that and be like, oh, it's possible. Like that's actually possible to do that. You're meant to be someone that like inspires an untraditional lifestyle that values comfort over like suffering. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like the fact that you feel, it's like imposter syndrome, the fact that you feel delusional about it, like I said, the message that I'm getting is that absolutely what I've always wanted. Yeah, so and what we want is literally a mirror to what we're supposed to manifest. So recognize that the fears you have of like, I don't know, being delusional about it, that is going to go away the more you give yourself the opportunity to be validated. So you say, I know that my voice is special, so I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to post it. And then when you post it and you get validated, you get the energy back in return, what you're actually initially putting in. So if you're saying, I believe in myself, and you put that out there, you're going to have people that are going to receive that intention and they're going to be like, wow, this is such a great message. That's going to help lessen your imposter syndrome. So essentially here, the energy is you're valuing comfort. You're doing things in your own way. It might not be traditional, but that is something you're meant to do. Obviously, I'm not saying like quit your job, and just like drop into this, obviously, unless that's possible for you. But I would start putting yourself out there more to make sure that you're giving the universe an opportunity to validate that how you feel is true. But you're never going to know if it's true if you don't take action on it. So that is something that they're wanting you to do. This could actually lead to a lot of collaboration energy as well, like you meeting other people that are similar to you and ultimately coming out of a structured energy. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you, Denise. That was like, whoo, again, blacked out during that one. That was like that was so good. I hope that was validating for you. Oh, you're so welcome. Love you. Oh, that's amazing. I'm really happy it resonated for someone else as well. That's amazing. Okay, let's see here. We have another person. Okay, wait. Oh, here we go. Alina also is on my list. Okay. Next on my list now is Narcine. Okay, yes, so Narcine. Let me see here. Hey! Yes, put your question right now. Okay, let me see. What else do I have on my to-do list today? I still need to do that. Okay. Okay, so now I just need to do recorded readings and laundry. Okay, sweet. Okay, I was hoping to get a reading about me and this guy I met long distance. We really vibe. This connection has been really healing. He's a Capricorn, I'm a Scorpio. I just want to know how he's feeling. Okay, can I just get his name or the first letter of his name, whatever you're comfortable sharing? These are paid readings. Kretha, these are paid readings. So look at the pinned comment to see how to get on my list. His name is Brian. Okay. I'm actually gonna use a different deck here. This deck is like stuck together. It's been like outside. Okay, how's Brian feeling about Narcine? Okay. Oh, I like that. That's so interesting. This person is like in their head hella, like Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is on the bottom as I'm saying that. So because this is long distance, this is what it's giving me. They're coming through as the King of Swords reversed, King of Pentacles upright, with the Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands reversed. So right now, they want to be consistent with you. That's the energy here. So it's like, I want to show up. I want to be consistent. I'm going to keep showing up. But within how I'm showing up, especially in the emotional aspect, King of Swords reversed, it's like strategic. It's not necessarily like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. I love this. It's like, this is the outcome I don't want, and this is the outcome I do want. So what's the right or wrong action I can take to make sure that I do that while being consistent? So then on the left side, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. There is like a delay or some kind of emotional stagnancy when it comes to this person actually being super emotional, which again, that's probably why you're asking, how is this person feeling about me? Because it doesn't feel like they've been super expressive within that, but it's not because they don't have feelings for you. It's because they are not somebody that's super comfortable expressing vulnerability. And when you are in something long distance, the only way you can be vulnerable is through communication. You know, like you can't get vulnerability through cuddling or through sex or through any going on dates. Like you have to literally be vulnerable with your words, and that's the only access you have when you're long distance with somebody. So it's actually mirroring to this person a karmic pattern that they have of being consistent, but maybe allowing them to be consistent in a more vulnerable way. Especially because if they were in person, this feels like the kind of person that would maybe, they would show up for you, they would be there for you when you need, they would maybe buy you dinner, like they would do things for you, but they wouldn't talk about their feelings or they wouldn't tell you how they feel. Like that's out of their comfort zone. So it's almost like this situation is setting them up to look at that, to realize like, why is that so uncomfortable for you? I'm not fucking playing around. King of Swords reversed, just being clarified by the King of Cups reversed. Literally like emotional unavailability. And this is in the subconscious part of the reading. So they're consciously aware that it's uncomfortable, but they don't know how to move forward with this. Okay, that's loud. They're being grounded and practical with this. I do like that. The Justice is mirroring the King of Cups reverse, which is validating to me what I said about the fact that there's a karmic pattern here when it comes to how this person deals with their emotions and relationships. But the Queen of Pentacles reverse is also out here with the Eight of Wands in the subconscious part of the reading. So that does tell me that there could be a mother wound where if you're like always being vulnerable for this person and you're never setting the standard that you need vulnerability, that could be something that is bypassed. So if you, like, your advice in this connection is if this person isn't being as vulnerable as you'd like, communicate that that's a standard that you have. You know, just be like, this, it would make me feel really safe if you would tell me how you feel more, or it'd make me feel really safe if we could do this or we could do that. Like, make sure that you communicate it so it's pushing this person out of their comfort zone when it comes to what you need emotionally in the connection. Because like I said, if you don't, it just kind of feels like their energy is like, yeah, you're vulnerable and I'm not, and that's how this dynamic is. And that's something that like usually isn't emotionally fulfilling. So just make sure you're observing how you feel and communicating standards you have in regards to that. So that is my best advice for you. That's what I have for you, Narcine. I was actually having doubts about whether he was repeating the same cycles with me, but yes, thank you very much. Very helpful. Okay, good. I'm glad. I mean, he can only repeat the same cycle if you like enable that. So, but you're definitely encouraged to speak up, Queen. Okay, next is Priscilla. Priscilla, are you here? So we have Priscilla, and then we have Aaliyah, and then Sameda, and then Alina. How long have I been live? Oh my god, I've only been live for like an hour. I feel like I've been live for so much longer. That's crazy. Okay, are you here, Priscilla? Looking for you, Queen. I'm here. Okay. Raya on YouTube. Okay, I didn't read your question out live. I don't know why. So just general reading. No, I'm gonna use this one. No, there's a tarot deck that they're telling me to use. It's in my room. Well, 1 second. Oh my god, what the fuck? There's like a million ants. Oh my god. Ew. Hold on, guys. There's like a million fucking ants in my room right now, and I literally can't stand it. I'm like... Oh my god, guys. You literally, if you saw the amount of ants that are in my room right now, you'd probably barf. Like, ew. Because I have a cat, and they always try to eat my cat's food. negative of living in Bali is ants. Like, for real. So my only complaint. Yeah, honey. Okay, sorry guys, BRB. I'm just sweeping the ants away right now. Hi, honey. Okay, oh my gosh, there we go. That's so much better. Whew, oh my god, that gave me anxiety. What if that, like, totally has something to do with the message? I don't know, I guess we'll see. Okay, I've got it. Okay, general reading for Priscilla. I'm like itchy. Ooh, I'm like itchy after seeing all those ants. It's 222 right now. Oh my god. Okay, low-key getting signs. Oh my god, girl. First card out is Six of Swords. That's so good. Girl, I'm 21 years old. Okay, Priscilla, this is coming through really, really clear here. So the advice that I have for you right now is, first, with the Six of Swords being the first card out, you're actually moving into a clear state of mind. Like, things are about to get easier. Things are about to get lighter, especially in your mind. If you focus on a lot of fears, you have a lot of fears from your past. But this is dependent on the actions that you're taking towards yourself, how you're caring for yourself. The new energy that you're stepping into is emotionally protecting yourself. So this is you recognizing, okay, what do I want my reality to look like? How do I want to feel? And how can I recognize that when I'm not feeling that way, or somebody else isn't making me feel that way, I can either communicate a boundary, I can take a step back, or I can show up for myself in the way that I'm not being shown up for. So the Six of Swords is mirroring the Ace of Cups, which is literally clearing out your mind, letting go of burdens, moving into a clear state of mind. But because you're choosing to recognize how you feel and showing up for yourself and working with yourself as a team instead of working against yourself or expecting other people to show up for you. I wouldn't be surprised if you have had friends falling out, or if you've dealt with people where you're overgiving and you're not actually getting anything in return. So you're being called to listen to that. Focus on that. Focus on, is what I'm giving, am I getting it in return? And is what I want giving back to me? Because right now with the King of Swords reversed and then the Devil in the reverse position as well in the center of the reading, there's a habit for you to be strategic rather than focus on how you feel. So this could be, I need to show up as a good friend. I need to be a good person. I need to have a good life. I need to heal myself, instead of I need to take care of myself. I need to feel comfortable. I need to feel good. Like you're focusing rather on what are things, what's the right thing, instead of how you actually feel. And the pattern here for emotional stability is what feels good is the right thing. Obviously, like, use this with discernment, but right now, if for you is out of your comfort zone to just relax and have a chill day, and that feels good for you, that is the right thing to do. If it feels good for you to set a boundary and not hang out with somebody, that's the right thing. If it feels good to hang out with somebody, that's the right thing. Right now, you're learning to trust that what feels good is something that's going to bring clarity and calmness into your life, but it's requiring discipline. So again, this is you kind of having maybe even an all or nothing mindset in the past. But this is you pretty much saying, I'm going to soul expand, I'm going to soul search, and I'm going to say, this feels good, so I'm going to go after this. And then I'm going to say, okay, how does this feel? How is this experience for me? Honey, come over here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry, my cat is getting away. Come here. Sweetie. Yeah, and so you're pretty much saying, whatever doesn't feel good, I'm going to respond with care and compassion towards myself. And what does feel good, I'm going to lean into that. So if you are alone or you don't have a lot of people in your life, then maybe that is a sign for you to take a class or do something that is going to expand your ability to meet people that are in alignment with what you want or how you want to live your life. Maybe if you have had people in your life, but they're not very good, that's an opportunity for you to show up for yourself in the ways that those people aren't. But ultimately, you're stepping into a new cycle, but it's requiring you discipline against your subconscious mind. So saying, how would I usually do things? How would I usually act? And how can I show up with my emotions? Rather, listen to my emotions instead of being disciplined or being militant or doing the right thing. That's the biggest energy here, especially with the 3 of Swords on the bottom. It's just like you may deal with heartbreak through some kind of strategic energy or discipline, and your guides are wanting you to have more compassion and care for yourself, like you would want a boyfriend to have. Like if you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you would want them to be like, I'm so sorry you're feeling that way. Like, let me take you out to dinner. You know, I'm so sorry you're feeling that way. Like, let's cuddle, let's watch a movie. Not like, okay, well, I think that you're feeling this way because of this and this and this, and I think that you should do this and this and treat yourself like this. Like, you don't want like a significant other to talk to you like a therapist. You want a significant other to say, I care about how you're feeling and I want you to feel better. So that's how you're being asked to show up for yourself right now. That's what I'm getting for you, Priscilla. There's also 5. I also pulled 5. I usually pull 4 and 4, and I pulled 5 and 5. So there could be a lot of change happening in your life right now. Internal change. Or external, or both. I'm glad it resonates. Thank you. Thanks. Someone says I look 16. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment. Thanks, I think. Okay, next is Aaliyah. Okay, so Aaliyah and then Sumeda and then Alina. Okay, I need to do this and I need to do Pilates. And then I need to do recorded readings. I could do recorded readings tomorrow morning. Because I don't want to do them today. Okay, I'm just gonna do Pilates. Hi. Okay, wait, did you put your question here? Just what do I need to know right now? Okay. Let's see. just like did a breath work to prepare for this. Oh my God. Thank you for opening your energy. Just make my job easier. Oh my God, these smell like my grandma's lake cabin. Wow. Oh my God, why is that already something about just nostalgia could be significant for you? That was so weird. I've been using these cards like almost the whole time. I love this. There's a lot happening in your subconscious mind right now, but how you're actively healing it is like, it may feel like so opposite to how you usually move. Yes. Okay, you're coming through as the Queen of Swords here, which is really good, but actually, you know, that is a card of discipline. It's a card of like right and wrong, head over heart, protecting yourself. But something that's coming through here really loud for me is that how your guides are actually wanting you to grow and discipline is it's disciplining yourself to, hold on. Honey, get down from there. You know you're not supposed to go up there. You have to go in the room now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so your guides are actually wanting you to embrace fun. That's your energy right now, is discipline yourself to have fun and to let go of structure. So there is some energy here about like an overall pattern, but there is also something here about relationships specifically, because in the subconscious part of your reading, clarifying the Seven of Wands reversed, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So this is saying that whether there's people in your life you resonate with or not, whether you have friends, whether you're alone or not, you're actually learning to show up in connections without having to defend yourself or having to be a certain way or act a certain way. But there's a specific energy of here having to defend yourself and you embracing a light connection, light fun, not serious. So this could even be healing from some type of codependent wound of like wanting something or expecting something or wanting something to be deep and intimate. And your guides right now are like, if you just have one experience with somebody and it lasts an hour and you had fun and it filled you up, honor that and stay true to that. But it doesn't have to be anything more. It doesn't have to be anything less. So there is something here about like, it's an inner conflict that you're healing through the mirror of connections. With the Six of Swords being in the upright position, I really like this. This is being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. And it's reversed, but it's giving me an upright energy. So what you're coming out of here is you hyper-independence. That's kind of how it's coming through. You are somebody that's comfortable doing things on your own. You're comfortable validating yourself. And now you're in the energy of I don't even know if maybe you recently went into like a hermit period or you closed off and you were honoring things concerning your independence, but you're actually re-entering the social realm right now. And this is like, again, whether you've been talking to people or not, this is like a new energy of, how do I describe it? So it's like showing up in a different energy than you did in the past with connections and attracting different experiences. So this is like, even if you enjoy being alone in the past, maybe it was like, I enjoy being alone, but I feel like I have to be alone. And then now the energy is I go out with people, I have a good time, I have some experiences, maybe I find some people that are close, maybe I don't. regardless, because I'm choosing to be in the experience with presence towards myself. I'm not feeling like I'm actually needing the connection. And that's actually attracting long-term connections for you, where you feel like fully safe to express yourself without the need for the connection to be more. Eight of Pentacles is mirroring the Queen of Swords, which is telling me that this is something that you're working on every day. You're learning to master it. So again, you being disciplined within how you feel, expressing yourself, and having fun. So this is like looking at how you usually would do things, looking at your normal toolbox of like, how can I heal? How can I, you know, show up for myself, instead of being like, how can I enjoy this moment? How can I feel good? How can I embrace something I've never had before? That's the type of energy. So it's coming through as like a big sense of freedom, and that's stemming into a lot of different areas of your life. It's actually extremely healing for your inner child. So there's a big sense here of letting go of responsibility and recognizing that when you're choosing fun, or when you're choosing just free, lighthearted energy, that's something that sails you forward. So you don't actually have to focus on discipline. That's a big vibe here. Your energy is supposed to be attractive when you're just fully embracing fun. Like, you're definitely somebody that's like, things are meant to flow for you. You could even be someone that's like, you're meant to inspire others when it comes to the fact that like, oh, things come really easy for that person, because you're fully embracing authenticity and even like sisterhood. So again, there's just a really big vibe here to, I don't even know what your Jupiter, I'm actually curious what your Jupiter placement is in. But this is like when you're just being yourself, showing up authentically, embracing who you are, you're going to get different opportunities that you're not actually planning to have. So honestly, if you're having like a big plan or putting any structure on yourself, that's something that your guides want you to lessen and kind of say, this is something that's fun for me, I'd like this, but until that happens, I'm just gonna, Scorpio, oh my gosh, that's so interesting. Okay, I definitely would look into that. Look into especially like the positive aspects of Scorpio, because that's how you're going to... Oh wait, did I ask for your Saturn or your Jupiter? I can't remember if I asked for your Saturn or your Jupiter. Regardless, I think that's something that you're embracing right now. Okay, yeah, your Jupiter. Because that's like how, you know, that's how you attract fame and attention. It's not too late to buy a reading. You can get on my list still. So link in bio, $35 or $55, depending on which reading you'd like. But that's the main energy I'm getting for you, Aaliyah. You're coming out of an energy of discipline and coming into an energy of self-gratification is like the word that I want to... It's in my 6th house. 6th house. Virgo. You have so much Virgo. I know you're a Virgo too as well. That's interesting, because if it's in your 6th house, that's literally discipline. You know, like Virgo energy is like taking care of yourself, your diet, your health. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it could even be an aspect here. The more that you embrace taking care of your needs in a fun way, could be something that really elevates you, because you're focusing on, like, again, this healthy, independent energy while still allowing yourself to enjoy life. So it's like anything that requires responsibility could be something that maybe you have subconsciously resented in the past because of how much responsibility you had in the past. But there's this energy of like creating fun through the responsibilities you have on a day-to-day, and that really like illuminating your independence. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, exactly. Lean into that. Lean into that. So your main advice right now is have fun. Have fun when you brush your teeth. Have fun when you shower. Have fun when you cook yourself a meal. Have fun when you're doing anything basic to prove to yourself that it doesn't have to be like dreading to take care of yourself. And that's healing for your inner child right now. Just showered and brushed my teeth and was having fun. Woo! I'm so glad to hear that. Garrick. Garrick is next. Or not next. Garrick is on my list, I mean. Wait, an oracle. You got $35 reading. Am I right? Yeah. Oh no, yes. Okay. Get 5. Oh, I literally put you on the 35. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. I'm gonna use my Mystic Martians here. Okay. Girl! This is what I'm saying. There's so much about community coming through right now. Especially with your, okay, so with what you said about your south node, or not your south node, your Scorpio energy being in your Jupiter, like you could have had energy where you feel seen through transformational relationships. So like I said, and I know like some of the history of your past connections, and they were definitely extremely intense, extremely transformational. So there's something here about you bringing that energy towards yourself, and that's actually attracting a playful connection. So it's like your sense of self came from growing from connection, or feeling seen came from growing from connection. That was really intense. But now it's actually something that's transforming because you're bringing that within yourself. So now it's attracting more lighthearted connections, because where you're feeling seen through the energy of needing to like die and be reborn is something that you're taking into your daily routine rather than needing that through connection. So there's also something about travel here. Your guides are wanting you to travel somewhere. Have you been traveling? Because the Merkaba is mirroring Tausetian. So the more you're becoming confident in these certain wounds that you have, I just booked my flight to Florida. Oh my God. Okay, there's going to be something that's happening here for you. It's going to be transformational within a feeling that you get. I'm going to clarify this section here, because this is the Merkaba, which is a long distance energy, but it's also about how you feel. It's also about like feeling something so, whoa. Oh my God. Okay, whoa. That is so part of the reading. There's chickens down by my thing. And one of them just literally jumped up here and ran across and then flew away. That's never once happened, ever. That has never once happened. What the fuck? I'm like so shook right now. So this means there's gonna be something that's like surprising. I'm meeting a guy I've been talking to. Okay. I'm gonna clarify this section here to see what this is. Something that you've been intuitively feeling is happening on this trip. Like something that you've been manifesting or had your intuition on is going to happen. So it's like a feeling that you've been manifesting, or a specific something that's been manifesting is confirmation, bro. But my God, I'm burping so much with this, is coming forward. 10 of Wands reversed. Oh my God, this is so good. And then the Sun. Yeah, this is again, so with this being about connections, the Lovers is literally on the bottom. Okay, so there is definitely an energy here with the Fool and then the Strength. Look, and the Fool literally has a backpack on, like traveling. So I'm so glad it's validating. Yeah, so with the Lovers on the bottom, you've done a lot of internal work, like with being the Hermit. So you're actually being pushed outside of your comfort zone when it comes to sharing that with someone else. Now that you know that you want connections that are light and playful, rather than connections that are like extremely like transformational and hard. This is going to be something that's very fun, and it's actually going to feel like it's lifting a weight off of your back, and it's going to validate the transformation that you've been through. So any discomfort that you experience in this is going to be how joyful it feels. And that may be something that's like unfamiliar or hard to trust, but I know you. I literally know you. Like, you're going to be able to trust this, which is why you're taking the leap of faith in the first place. So this is a trip. This trip is validating to the fact that you've shifted the kind of connections that you want. With Galactic Federation out here as well, you may also meet people again. This isn't giving me like, oh, I meet like lifelong friends, but it's giving me like I have really great experiences and I don't feel like I need to push them away or hold on to them. It's just good for what it is. So that's something as well. You could feel really seen on this trip by this specific connection and also by random meetings or random encounters that you have. So this is really good. I'm really excited for you. Oh, I'm so glad you reminded me to pull Oracle because I feel like that tied together the whole message. Yay! I'm so happy for you. Oh, someone just bought a reading. You're so welcome, Lily. Love you. Roxan is also on my list here. Okay, I think I'm going to close my list for now, guys. I'm going to close it for now. So we have Sameda, Aaliyah, or no, I just did Aaliyah. I just wanted to the list. Roxanne? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, Sameda. No, you're up right now. Sameda, and then Alina, and then Roxanne. Oh my gosh, cute. There's a little spider. It's a little spider that just jumped up here. It's so cute. I used to be so scared of spiders, but I'm not anymore. Okay, Sameda, can I read your question out loud? I need to know, and then I'm gonna go pee, and then I'll be back. Sure, okay. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Let's get into it. For future reference, you can go to... Oh, okay. Thank you, Summer. Okay, I'm on a self-love journey, really trying to implement some of the lessons I've learned. I remember you said that I would meet someone somewhere towards the end of this lesson, and I would meet them when I'm doing an activity in a public setting. I am still on path to this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm still on path to this, and if I'm doing this right, but I also don't which activity I need to join. Okay, also don't know which activity I need to join. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Okay, so are you doing this right? Okay. I already feel like I know what they're gonna say. No worries. Okay. Okay, so immediately, this is already so loud because I already knew what the message was going to be. Shadow Self, prop circles reversed with tall whites in the upright position. This is a card about shadow self, obviously, so triggers that we have. This is a card about validation, needing constant validation, and this is a card about distrust. So right now, your energy is not necessarily trusting yourself, but the reason for that is because you're not doing it for you. Like when you're saying, like, am I on the right path? What do I need to join? Like, what activity do I need to join to meet this person? Your energy is saying, I want this person. What can I do to meet this person? Which completely blocks you out to what you actually feel. So what's important to recognize is when you're doing something that you feel good doing, that you feel like you're peaceful and enjoying any, like, if this is like dancing and you're like, oh my God, I love dancing. I might meet the guy at the dance, but I also know that even if I don't, I love dancing, so I'm going to have a good time regardless of whether I meet somebody or not. Right now, like, that's the compass that your guides want you to follow instead of what do I need to do? How do I need to do this? You need to listen to your body. What feels good is what is going to align you to that reality. So it does feel like right now there is like an energy of distrust because of a disconnection to how you actually feel, and how you want to feel is directly related to having this person in your life. So that is something that's coming through really loud. It is tough, but that's the lesson, Queen. Like, if you're constantly seeking validation and you're not listening to how you feel, we attract people that treat us the same way we treat ourselves. So if you're not listening to how you feel, how are you going to attract somebody that cares about how you feel if you're not caring about how you feel? You're like abandoning yourself for somebody else, for wanting somebody else, instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to actually embrace how I feel, even if somebody else, that person isn't here right now, and I want them to make me feel A, B, and C, so I need to make myself feel A, B, and C in some way. Yeah, this is coming from your inner child here. This is literally needing validation. That's interesting. I have some really interesting advice for you. I was not expecting this. So when it comes to the activities, this is up to you. I can't tell you what activity to do. You have to figure that out yourself. And if you don't know what makes you feel good, try something new. Do something random. But what's happening here right now is you are in the energy of like wanting validation or needing validation. That's very loud, but it's coming from your inner child. So something that's going to help you is when you get validation from somebody, you may immediately cling to that and be like, oh my God, this is my person. We're going to be together forever. Instead of being like, oh, that felt good. No pressure. I don't even know. It could literally just be a cute flirting session and that's it. And I'm good. I'm chill. There's something here about you putting yourself in public situations to actually allow yourself to receive attention and notice your pattern of attaching to attention. Because there's nothing wrong with wanting validation. There's absolutely nothing, like, it's human nature to like want to feel desired, want to feel seen and feel loved and feel like people are perceiving you in a certain way. That's totally normal. But what's not healthy is when you're attaching onto that and then you need it. So right now, it kind of feels like your next step is, again, this is totally up to you. Go to a class, go to a park, go to a new restaurant, do something where you put yourself in a position to be seen. And if you get seen by somebody, recognize that you have an attachment to that and then enjoy the experience and let it go. And when you're feeling anxious about what it could be or what might happen, pull yourself back to, okay, what else can I do to feel good now? Or if it's focusing on one person that you met, then maybe focus your energy on somebody else and prove to your ego and prove to your mind that it doesn't have to be always about one person and one idolized connection. It can be about how does somebody actually make me feel instead of this person is giving me validation, so this person is the one I want. So it's like you're not actually falling in love with what people are giving you. You're falling in love with the attention. So it's like, do you actually like somebody for who they are, or do you like how somebody makes you feel? And somebody can make you feel good, but you also need to pay attention to who they are, which is the grounded energy of having a balance. I'm glad it's resonating for you too, Summer. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles reverse, clarifying, Tall whites. This is literally a card about being disconnected from what you feel and focusing on what life looks like rather than how it feels. So this is seriously, your guides are like, focus on what feels good. Like, take away what you want in a connection and be like, what am I going to enjoy doing? And again, if you don't know the answer to that, try new things. Like, go out of your comfort zone. Take a new class that you've never taken before and be like, does this feel good? Am I having a good time? Even if you notice yourself thinking, oh, will I meet this person? You're still putting yourself in a new environment and an opportunity to actually experience a new feeling that isn't directly related to a relationship. So this is like an action-taking energy. This is you being like, what class do I do? What's going to be the right thing? And your guides are like, you're going to know the right thing once you try it and it feels good. But in order to know if something feels good, you have to try it. So this is like, do it. Like, go. This is like full energy. So that's the advice that I'm getting for you, Sumeda, right now. Actually experiencing new things, putting yourself, jumping off the cliff. Like, that is what your guides want you to do right now. Your guides are like, girl, come on. Like, it feels like, that's how the energy feels. It feels like Saturn energy. Like, come on now. It makes sense. It's not easy, but that is the lesson here. This is also going to help with your confidence. And that's something that is really important. It's really important to have independent confidence when you're entering a connection. Okay, next we have Alina. Okay, Alina and then Roxan. And then I think I'm going to get off. So Alina, are you here? Thank you. Thank you, Just Jenna. Yes, I am. Okay. Okay, so I just need to know this person's name or the first letter of the name, and also what is your guys' current status? Like, are you dating? Are you friends? Are you in contact? Are you not? You're getting to know each other. Like, what's the status of the connection? And their name or the first letter of their name. And then last on my list is Roxan, guys. An hour and 6. This has been almost 2-year-long on and off situationship. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Love reading situationships. It's always super fucking complicated. So let's get into it. We've recently reconnected after a while apart, and we grew a lot, or where I grew a lot. Okay, that's good. No judgment. I was totally being sarcastic too. It's just like situationships are always confusing. Let's see. Oh my god, this feels so good. It smells so good, I mean. It looks so fucking weird. Okay. Okay. is a situationship that triggers an old pattern you have. You're not embodying this old pattern right now, but it's something that he's like tempts out of you. This is interesting. I'm pulling his energy first. Damn. Whoa. That's a lot. Whoa. Clarify that. Is this like... Okay, girl. So, where do I start? Your energy is coming through. 6 of Wands, the Chariot. You're seeing yourself in a way that this person used to see you, and it kind of feels like a lot of the times in the past, your confidence came from this person. It's like, if this person is giving me attention, I feel confident. If they're not, I don't. So your confidence was dependent on the attention they were giving you. That's something it feels like you have healed within yourself when being away from them. Now that you guys are in contact again, you're tempted to maybe go back into old patterns that you used to go into when it comes to abandoning yourself and allowing yourself to, again, have this same pattern where he has some type of power over you. With that being said, somebody did just send a payment. It's okay, though. I'll still do it. It's all right. With that being said, though, so this is you like chasing, overgiving, taking the lead, being the one pursuing, being the one texting, being the one that wants more. So right now with the Ace of Cups sideways and the Emperor sideways, it's like you're tempted to repeat this pattern, but you're being asked to like see yourself and be like, I know what I deserve. I know that I'm the prize. And I know that he maybe in the past didn't show up for me in the way that I wanted him to. So I'm going to make sure that I stand true to that boundary no matter how bad I want him. With that being said, his energy actually currently feels like he's not getting as much from you as he used to, and that actually hurts him. It's like, bro, you're coming out as a Queen of Wands in his energy. This is like she's in control of this connection now, when maybe in the past it wasn't that way. It was like, I'm in control because she needs me. Now your energy is like, I don't need you. I do want you, but I don't need you. So if you're not going to show up for me, I'm not going to just like give you everything I have. So there's coming through with 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Is this upright or reverse? It's like sideways. It's upright. They're more so focusing on like what went wrong and how they didn't show up rather than actually showing up in a different way. So it's like if they take an action, you know, and it's not like pulling through the same way, or they try to manipulate you in the way that they used to, or they are expecting you to chase them, or you're expecting you to act in a way that you used to and you don't, their energy is like, fuck, like, damn, she's not chasing me. Instead of being like, okay, the dynamic has changed, let me show up differently, he's just like, fuck, I'm not getting what I used to. So like I said, you guys mirror to each other's subconscious patterns. You are growing, you are actively learning. This person is recognizing how it feels to be around somebody that is now growing, and they're not. So they're getting the opportunity to say, this is how it feels, this person is rising, and I'm just going to stay down here and cry over spilled milk. I'm not going to clean up the milk. I'm not going to clean it up. I'm just going to let it rot, and it's going to smell bad. I'm just going to be sad about it. When they could be like, okay, they're rising, so let me rise to meet them. That's not something they're currently doing. And the sender is literally, this was like, when I read this, I was like, damn. 2 of Cups with the Moon. That is like, that's like, you guys mirror to each other's subconscious wounds, which is huge. So like I said, that is very prominently clear in what I'm reading for you. The thing is, though, you're actively growing, he's not. And then I clarified with another deck, and I was like, is there actually potential in this connection? On the bottom of the deck, by the way, there is guilt in his energy about how he used to treat you. But there's 7 of Swords with the Knight of Swords reversed. Ooh, so right now, Obviously, free will is a thing. If he chooses to grow, he totally could. But right now, this is like a pattern that's self-sabotage for you. If you choose to invest in this with expecting a relationship, this is going to be something that is leading to self-sabotage. So right now, if it makes you feel empowered to give to the connection and make sure that you're setting standards and say, is he actually going to rise to meet me? Is he going to give me what I deserve? And then if he's not, you end up getting clarity and you know that he's not ready to rise, and you take a step back and you go, okay, well, I know that I'm confident about taking a step away now because his actions showed me what I do and don't deserve. But if you give to this and you overgive and you're like, maybe one day he's going to grow, but he's not giving it to me right now, that's self-sabotage. That's a wound that your guides are wanting you to let go of. So there's a need here to make sure that you're not being impulsive when it comes to, again, paying attention to what isn't actually happening. So that's the vibe here in this connection. You're coming out of Queen of Cups reversed into Queen of Cups upright, which is I'm going to honor how I feel. And Queen of Cups upright says, how do I feel right now? And how can I honor that right now? How is this person making me feel right now? How are their actions right now making me feel? Not how will I feel if they do this? How will I feel if they show up like this? You're paying attention to what's actually happening and what's really in front of you. So that's my advice for moving forward in this connection. But right now, this person is not growing on the same level that you are. So that is what I have for you, Alina. Raven is on my list as well. Okay, next is Roxan. Alina, I would love to know how you're feeling after that. Thank you. That was very helpful. Good. I'm so happy. That's the biggest compliment for me, guys, is when someone says that's helpful. That's the biggest compliment. Okay, so Roxan is next, and then Raven. And then my list is closed, and I'm going to get off after that. So Roxan, are you here? Garrick. Did I get you? Let me see. Oh my god, Garrick, yeah. I'm so sorry. I think I forgot to put you on the list. So we're going to do Garrick, Roxan, and then Raven. I think I saw your message, but I didn't put you on there. Thank you so much for saying something. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so Garrick, Roxan, and then Raven. That's my list right now. And again, my list is closed. So I will be live again maybe later this week or next week, depending on my plans this week and what happens. It's like Derek, but with a G. Garrick. Jarrick or Garrick? Garrick? I'm like so surprised. I've never heard that name. Okay, nailed it. All right. Hi, Sophie. Hi, love. I'm happy to see you. Garrick. All right, Garrick. Can I read your question out loud? Oh, wait. Have you gotten recorded readings from me? Have you bought recorded readings? General love reading. Oh, that's really it. Oh, just the ones on YouTube. Okay. Okay, general love reading for Garrick. Let's see here. Another Sophie. Whoa. That's interesting. Okay. You're giving me Cancer energy. I don't know if you have Cancer in your chart anywhere. Giving me Cancer Venus vibes, Cancer Moon even. So there's a few different ways that I'm reading this. Oh, that just came out. Yeah, there's a few different ways that I'm reading this. So I want you to take this how it resonates, okay? Summer, thank you for being here. I'm sending you love. Glad you could hang out too, Queen. Okay, so Garrick. Right now, you're actually closing out a subconscious pattern of like going in circles when it comes to your love life. So this could be attracting the same person over and over and over again. It could be having a connection and then having same fears, sabotage that connection. But regardless, this is actually the energy here. Your subconscious mind is comfortable being in a situation that represents your past. So this is like if you have an ex or something, and even if the ex was super toxic, you are like still comfortable with that energy because it's familiar. So then you maybe attract something that reminds you of a past experience and it ends up being the same pattern. So there is just this energy here of being comfortable in something that isn't necessarily healthy for you, but you're comfortable because you recognize it. So with the 10 of Swords in the bottom, that means you're at like the end of this. It's probably the worst. Like maybe you could be sad, you could be feeling down. 10 of Swords is definitely a really painful card. And it's also mirroring the 9 of Wands in the reverse position, which is like, I give up. I fucking give up. Like, I cannot do this anymore. Which is really good. You're like on the verge of a breakthrough, and this totally resonates with the video that I posted today. Like, exactly resonates. But the 9 of Swords is in the conscious energy, so it's kind of like, I give up, I surrender. But consciously, you may be thinking like, I don't know if this is ever going to happen for me. Like, I don't know if my love life is ever going to be successful. But right now, so what you're being called to recognize is that when something is consistently coming back from your past and you're more comfortable with that, or you are comfortable with that, your guides are actually wanting you to recognize the pattern that you have when it comes to joy coming into your life. So if you have even the idea, even if the person ends up being toxic, the idea of something being grounded or the idea of something being happy or making you feel really good could make you people please. So be like, okay, well, now that it's really good, I don't want to mess it up. So now I have to be perfect and I have to act a certain way and have to show up in a certain way in order for this to go good. Instead of believing that you just being yourself is enough for the connection to unfold the way that it's supposed to. So with that being said, I'm actually getting that for your love life right now is going out of your comfort zone. So this, again, this could be maybe if you like go on a dating app or something, maybe that's out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's out of your comfort zone to go on dates or to have experiences or date multiple people. Maybe it's out of your comfort zone to go to, I don't know, like the club or something, like go somewhere where you're going to meet other people. But you're being asked to prove to yourself here that you're able to have connections without fully attaching onto them to the point where you're dishonoring yourself or you're dishonoring how you feel. So this is actually like letting go of the attachment you have to the outcome of the connection and enjoying just being seen. Enjoying just talking to somebody and saying, how do I feel? How can I embrace that? And when I embrace that, that person sees me and it feels good. And it doesn't have to mean that they're my husband or wife. It doesn't have to mean that it's going somewhere. It just has to mean that it feels good to be seen. So right now you're kind of being asked to practice social interactions that are more lighthearted, and practice again, like showing up, just saying what feels good for me and how can I embrace that in whatever connection I have, whether that's a meeting at the grocery store or dancing with somebody at the club or talking to somebody on a dating app. Like, you're just actually practicing authenticity. And Ace of Pentacles is upright here, so there are opportunities that are coming to you. It's just how you respond to them is where the lesson is right now. So that's what I'm getting for you here, is honoring how you feel and honoring yourself is going to be really beneficial for letting go of fears of not being good enough or having to be a certain way or like act a certain way in connections, which could help you let go of a past pattern. Goddamn, lady. Way to call me out big time. Holy shit. Your repeated toxic partners have been big vibes recently. I really appreciate the reading, thoughts, and advice. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. I'm so happy to hear that it resonates for you. I'm always here if you ever need any more advice. Okay, next we have Roxanne and then Raven. I'm getting tired, guys. Roxanne and then Raven, and then I'm gonna hop off. So Roxanne, you are up, queen. And I don't have your question here, so make sure you let me know what your question is. Okay, Roxanne, are you here? Roxanne, Roxanne, all she wanna do is party all night. Roxanne, goddamn. Okay, what's your question, queen? I see you. Thank you, Bev. I really appreciate that. I'm happy you're here on my live. I hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy the vibes. I have 4 small paragraphs. Yes, I love context. Go ahead, send them. I'll read them all. Okay, this is the first reading from you. I have a couple of questions, if that's okay. Well, you can only ask one question. This is only one question reading. Two-year contract. I have 1 year done. Is there anything you can share about how I can turn it around or if it will get better? Okay, so 1, like, how is your job going to get better? Or is your job going to get better? My ultimate goal is to design and start an architecture company. I am a licensed architect. I'm not sure if this will be possible, but please share what comes up with this idea. Okay. I'm also playing with the idea of doing real estate part-time. This year, however, I still need to be licensed. I'm open to whatever comes out, but you could share any insight and time frames you can. Okay. I'm gonna see how I want to do this reading here. Okay, I need to write this down. First question here is motivation for your current job. Second is because they're all in career wise, like I'm going to answer all of these for you because I think they're all in career, like they all kind of relate to each other, so I totally understand what you're saying. Okay, and then will the 2-year contract get better? I know how I'm gonna do this, how they're asking me to do this here. Okay, and then possibility of being a licensed architect or having your own architecture company. And then if real estate part-time. Okay. Questions like this I honestly love because it's like, obviously this is like reading all over, but I think it really challenges my intuition. So let's get into it. I think I have a deck that I maybe want to use that isn't out here. So one second, let me go grab a different deck. I'll be right back. Okay, got this deck that I was feeling. Okay, I'm gonna do 4 sections here. Oh my god, that's so good. I love that. I'm gonna go one at a time, actually. So immediately what I'm getting here for the motivation for your current job, the card that I pulled here is Milestone. Immediately what I'm getting for this is that I think the motivation that you have towards your current job is directly related to a mindset that you have. With Milestone coming through here, this is the energy of pretty much saying that whatever you're doing right now, you're good at it, you know how to do it. So it feels like there's just this vibe here of recognizing I've already done this. This is a source of support that I have. It's income that I have. And so now I'm safe to put energy towards something else that I want to invest into. So if this is you being like, I know how to do my job, I know what I'm doing, this is easy for me, that's kind of how the energy feels. Make sure that you use the security and the confidence you have in your current job to avenue into other things. Exactly. Creative endeavor is the next card here. You're being called to expand your energy into other things. With present power. It says upright or reversed. Send it out, please. Okay. Consciousness of lack in the reverse, reversed on the bottom with guides. Okay. I pulled 4 for each question here. I need to make sure I have my notebook handy. So like I said, when it comes to I'm going to pull tarot on these as well, but I'm reading the base energy that I have. When it comes to the energy here, will the 2-year contract get better? It's interesting because I pulled creative endeavor with present power in the reverse position. And then following about, is it possible for you to have your own architecture company, intuition and manifestation? And then for the real estate part-time, we have professional assistance in the reverse. So what this is essentially telling me is, first of all, with the architecture, you know what I'm saying. I literally I can't brain right now. That is something that you want. That is something that you're passionate about. And that is something in your future that would make you feel in control, would make you feel stable and secure. So with intuition and manifestation right now, you know that your current reality is not 100% aligned to that, but you also know that you have the license and you have the ability to make that happen. So with the energy here of how can I feel more secure in my current job, it's actually looking at your security, your job as a security, as like a rock, and then to like hold you down, a sense of safety, and then taking present power, creative endeavor, present power reversed, to consciously say, how can I carve out an hour every day or 2 hours every day to make sure that I'm taking one step towards this reality? So this is you taking the time and the present action to say, what does this reality look like? And what steps do I need to take to make sure that that happens for me? The real estate energy, it's interesting because it kind of goes hand in hand with this, that I feel like the steps that you're going to be taking towards having your own architecture company is actually going to lead you to some type of real estate energy. And it might actually be an energy where like you're connecting with somebody else. Like you may meet people along the way that avenue you naturally into that path. So that's something that, again, I don't think you really need to focus on it. It's like focus on the big picture, the big manifestation, and take an action towards that every single day. Your current job right now is just a security. It's a security blanket. And the fact that you have like a 2-year contract, this is making sure, and when anything contract-wise happens, a contract, physical, is always like a spiritual contract. So the fact that you have 2 years and you have a year left, that means that you have an entire year to prepare and align to this manifestation. So that's kind of your guides saying, like, it feels like they're tempering you when it comes to actually manifesting this to make sure that it's stable. Because if you're going to have your own business, you know, you're going to create something, it's going to be Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be, it's not impulsive, it's not quick, it's not fast. I'm taking a step every day and I'm doing everything right. So my foundation is built solid, so nothing can break or nothing can fall, nothing can shake when it's actually completely built. So that's something that's like you're being asked to avenue into right now with this current security that your job gives you. But let me pull more with tarot here. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is about your mindset. Like, it actually feels like your current job is, you're maybe investing a lot more emotionally into your current job than you want to, or than you feel like you have to. 5 of Pentacles reversed, and this is the same thing on the bottom of the deck, consciousness of lack reversed. At one point, you maybe went into this job, or the job that you have now is something that you felt like you had to do. The energy now is like, okay, I don't feel like I need to do this anymore. This is now something that I'm good at and it makes me money. So now I'm going to recognize that I'm going to discipline myself to say, I have something else I want to create. So I'm going to give to this when I need to. But when I don't, I'm going to put my energy towards something that actually means something to me that feels good to me. So you're coming out of a lack mindset of feeling like you have to give so much to your current job. You don't. Like, your energy right now is like, I don't know if there's a mindset of feeling that if you don't invest as much into your current job, like you're giving up or you're not like showing the universe that you care. But that's not the vibe that I'm getting. It's more so like, this is something that brings me security. So I'm just going to give 40% of my energy here, and the rest of 60% of my energy I'm going to give to the manifestation. And the universe actually is going to respond to that more clearly because you're choosing faith. You're choosing to give more of your energy to something that hasn't happened yet, but something you know you want and you know that you deserve. So with you being the Empress and the Queen of Swords, you actually absolutely have the consciousness and the energy to do this. You just have to do it. Yeah, oh my God. The next card clarifying about the architecture is 6 of Wands. You're meant to do this. You're meant to have your own business. Absolutely. But it's meant to be something that's actually fun for you. So that's what I mean. It's something that you really love, but it kind of feels like there's an energy here that you have to like fight for it, maybe because of your current job. So that's what I'm saying here is this is going to require you some effort. Obviously, it's building a business. Clarify this again. But they're wanting you to have fun along the way. That's a really big energy here, is making, like, you're not putting too much pressure on it and you're actually enjoying the journey from the vibe of like, this is the goal I want. And when you take one step, you're like, oh my God, like, woo, I'm one step closer. This is so fun. That's the type of energy here that they're wanting you to have when it comes to taking small steps towards this. It has given me more confidence too. That's so good. You're meant to be seen for it. Like, that's what I mean. It's something you know that you're good at and you're meant to be seen. I don't feel as if you're feeling super validated in your current job, but right now, again, it's just a rock. Like, it's just like, this is what I'm doing. This isn't forever. This is just helping me ground to reach what I actually want to reach. I wouldn't be surprised. And then I'm not fucking making this shit up. Intuition and manifestation is being clarified by the High Priestess. This is literally the card of manifestation, the card of intuition. You know that this is something that's meant for you. So it's just the same thing where it's like, if I know that I'm meant to be a lawyer, then I'm going to go to law school and I'm going to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? So this is the energy here of saying, regardless of how much work this is going to put in, I know that I'm meant for this, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to make sure that I'm listening to my body along the way, and I'm making the experience I'm making the experience joyful and enjoyable, rather than being like, this is what I want and I'm not happy now. It's like, I don't love the job I have now, but I can still put energy into something that I know is going to make me happy. And then the last section, Queen of Wands. You literally said this. Okay, yeah, so the reason why this is happening over the next year is because the Tower is out here with the Wheel of Fortune, the confidence. Your sense of confidence at some point in the past was relying on what you should do, not what you want to do. So now your sense of confidence is coming from faith, right? Like I said, it's coming from a space of, like, I know what I want to do, and that is coming from the energy I'm putting into something and saying, I know I deserve this. Instead of saying, oh, I have to do this, and I'm doing it, and I'm suffering, so that makes me good. I'm doing the right thing. Instead, it's like, I don't want to do the right thing. I want to do what makes me happy, whether I'm guaranteed an outcome or not. But Queen of Wands is also, I know I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get it because I'm dedicated. So absolutely let go of giving so much power and energy to your current job. Having your own architecture company is absolutely in the cards for you. Make sure you're taking steps towards that every day. And also when it comes to the real estate, I think that's something that could naturally be an avenue for you, but I wouldn't focus too heavily on that. Yes. Amazing. I'm so happy that resonated for you, Roxanne. Okay, last on my list is Raven. Whew, oh my God, guys, I'm so tired right now. Thank you, Michelle. Oh my gosh, dude, seriously on point. Yay, I'm so happy. Thank you for that question. I feel like that was a challenging one. I'm feeling good about how I was able to portray that to you. Okay, Alina, where are you? Are you here, Alina? Yes, dude, seriously, it always works out for you. Exactly. Stand on that. Say that to yourself every single day. It's 333. Aww. Cute. You are so welcome, Roxanne. Where's Alina? Oh, here she is. Wait, why did I feel like I already did Alina's? Yeah, because I've read this question.
Okay.
Cleaning?
Yeah.
Can you do later? Later?
Yeah.
In like, maybe like 1 or 2 hour? Yeah, like 2 hour later. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at Alina's question. I think I already did her question. Maybe I'm tripping. People are so crazy. Like, you already did her. It's supposed to be Raven. Raven. Oh. You're right. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. Okay, Raven. I think I hearted the wrong name. I think that's why. Okay, Raven, are you here? Okay, yay! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so you want to know what the vibes are. I'm meeting staying guy who is a friend of a friend on Friday, and I'm wondering how the vibes are. Okay, so how are the vibes gonna be with this person? With the friend of a friend. Oh my gosh, I can't get this. Okay. Whoa. Holy shit. Okay, it's giving really good vibes. Okay, so it's really interesting because when I'm tapping into your energy specifically, I'm not sure if you're somebody that you might not give a lot of your energy to a lot of people. Like, you may be somebody, like, you're kind of picky within who you give your vibes to, who you give your energy to. And you're also very disciplined when it comes to if a connection is equal or not. I feel like this is maybe something that you've worked on. Oh my gosh, Sky, thank you for becoming a member. Sending you so much love, Queen. Happy to have you here. Okay, yeah, so this is something you've worked on hard. You should be proud of yourself, but there's an energy here of you like almost being disciplined when it comes to giving to a connection because you're wanting to make sure that it is reciprocated. It's okay, it's good, but there's just a little bit of a guarded energy, almost like hard on yourself energy as well. This connection is going to be positive. Okay, so subconsciously, you're going to feel like you've met this person before. Like, this is going to be the kind of energy where it's like, I feel familiar, like I feel comfortable. This is a little bit weird. Like, that's the kind of energy. 6 of Cups and 10 of Cups out here are both like emotionally fulfilled cards, but they're also both related to past. So this could even be somebody that like reminds you of someone from your past in a positive way. They make you feel safe, like someone from your past, or you're just comfortable with them upon meeting. This is actually going to give you some type of perspective shift. This is like a chance in meeting. I feel like you're meant to meet this person, but I don't want you to be attached to the outcome of the connection because the 4 of Wands is out here mirroring the Hanged Man, which tells me that the perspective shift you have is going to be on connection in general. You know, that's like 4 of Wands, so like 4, 4. 2, 2, 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, 1. So like 2 posts standing together, which is 2 people that are like independent, show up for themselves. So this could be somebody that actually matches your vibe of wanting the connection to be equal and reciprocated. With that being said, you're actually going to get the perspective shift from the fact that you're receiving something that you've given to yourself so much, and it may mirror to you how guarded you are or how much you even like procrastinate connection out of the belief that it's not actually going to happen or you're not actually going to meet someone that reciprocates something. So this is actually going to mirror to you maybe certain fears that you have, and the fears you have could relate to your childhood because there's a lot of childhood energy in here. With the 4 of Wands being clarified by the 2 of Wands, this is a card about like potential future energy. So it's really dependent on, like, you are like, okay, I see this connection. I can choose this path or this path. Same thing with the other person. Maybe you choose to go down the same path, you keep talking. Maybe you don't. Regardless, that your guides don't want you to be attached to this from a space of like, this is it. This is something that's so healing. They want you to be like, how did that make me feel? What did that reveal to me? And if anything, it's kind of like proving to you that the connection that you didn't believe was possible is possible. And it doesn't mean it's just possible in this person. It just means like, this is real. This is something that can actually happen. And I actually believe it now because I experienced it. So it is supposed to speak some kind of ego death regarding the fact that you are alone a lot. And it may be a little bit of a push to get out of your comfort zone more often when it comes to connecting with others. Honey, hey, honey, no. Good girl. Me in the middle. Honey. So that is what I'm getting for you, Raven. Overall, good vibes. I'm excited for you. I do charge for a reading, but my list is closed. I just did my last reading, and I'm going to get off now. Because I need to do my laundry, and I need to do Pilates. And then... I'm so excited. Yay, I'm excited for you. You are so welcome. You're welcome, queen. Okay, guys. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go. And... oh, I'm getting a cat on Wednesday. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. That is so exciting. All right, guys, I love you so much. And I'll see you next time I go live, or I'll see you in my next video. Happy new moon. I didn't even know it was a new moon, but I need to pay attention to that more often. Okay, guys, I love you.